We're back now. Okay, we're back now. Before we continue with the content, I have to call my father. Mon papa, ça va bien? Oui, que c'est bon? Ok, je sais que tu vas peut-être vous allez partir bientôt. Je sais, mais Nathan va quitter vers 9h30. On est toujours à 10h, nous autres? Génial. Papa, est-ce que tu pourrais me sortir, s'il vous plaît, une pince à cils? S'il te plaît. Non, 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 promis. 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 C'est long l'histoire, je vais faire ça court, là. J'ai un laptop à la maison, j'ai un laptop. Tu me croiras jamais. L'affaire pour charger, l'embout pour charger, il est resté coincé dans le trou. Il faut que j'enlève, non, je peux pas le charger. C'est quasiment 10 heures, c'est bon? Ça te dérange pas, ça te dérange pas si on regarde les feuilles ensemble, papa? Parce que je veux pas t'imposer, là. Good. Good, good, good. Ok, mais tantôt, papa. Merci beaucoup. Ok. Universe. There you go. Non. Okay. So. What exactly did we upload? And we're back to some nature corn. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. Having having a wonderful day on this very early 18th September 2025. One apology. What happened is this phone over here didn't have enough batteries. So yeah, we're back, baby. We are back, my friends, and we're back with some the good place. I'll be honest, it's been a while. It's been 20 minutes, so I'm not sure exactly where we were, but I'm pretty sure I know where we were. Eleanor offers Jason, which is Janu. I don't know if you guys want me to call him Janu or Jason because he is Janu for 2 episodes, and then he becomes Jason for the rest of the show. She offered him to take courses. Now this is really cool because he's offering the course to Eleanor, so Jason is not more work than he already has on his plate. And this is a cool thing too. Now with the last episode, um, Shitty now has a reason as to why he wants to prove that his views on morals are justified by saving two hopeless souls rather than rather than being seen as the failure. I don't think he sees himself as a failure. However, I think that he needs reassurance because they feel like the character. Uh, we have the restaurant, which is super cool because this is really cool. Tahani sees that Jason isn't invited, and she's like, "Yo, oh what the heck?" Okay, I'm recording. Tahani's like, what the heck? My boyfriend isn't invited. That's kind of fucked up. So she's trying to get her boyfriend invited because she wants to be a socialite, right? Um. This is super, 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 super cool. Um, Chidi is pissed off at Eleanor because he thinks that she broke Jason. So with Jason, what she says Eleanor, she said, "Screw that jazz, just be yourself, be yourself." Which means that Jen will now talk and now will do EDM music, which is kind of cool. Oh, the phone is too hot. The phone is too hot. Well, it is to be expected. It's much warmer outside. Plus, we got the plus we got. Well, yeah, this is not the optimal hours to make videos because the sun is really inside the apartment or in the balcony. So Tahani, she see that Jason is talking and she's super happy. However, um, this is kind of cool also because I feel like Tahani fell in love with the idea of Janu being like a pious monk and shit like that. I don't think she'll be loving Jason, but hey, what do I know, right? And again, this is a system of soulmate. Shitty when he learned that Eleanor wasn't who she pretended like she was, he wasn't pleased. So it could be the same thing for Tahani. This is really hard to see. This is really hard to see. Okay, so now they're planning to do like okay, well, Eleanor can keep the secret. Jason can. So literally, and it's kind of cool because who motivates Jason to go to the course of shitty is Eleanor, and it's nice because she see the value in the teaching of shitty, but it's also super cool because she's like, you know what, we have a really good chance of at least pretending like we belong here, and if we can pretend like we belong here, that maybe along the line we'll be here, right? The goal is still to be in a good place because, and there's this cool scene that I didn't talk about, but I should have talked about. They asked Janet, "Hey Janet, what is it? What does hell sounds like right now?" And Janet make them hear screams of pain, like, "Oh my God, it had two head. This dog has two head." So they don't want to go there. Um, at the end, Jason ends up being part of the program. So Chef Patricia, which is again the restaurant that this is so fucking cool. This is so fucking cool because the restaurant owner, she's like, okay, well, guess what? I made a restaurant and this neighborhood needed a restaurant. I'm literally a chef. So then we learn everybody and how they have. This is kind of nonsensical, but this is kind of cool. They ask everybody, what's this plate it remind you of? What does this plate means for you? And they ask Johnny, and they know that Johnny took a vow of silence. But no. So then he talks about a place where you can get wings for free if you show your tits, which is very non-monkey. When I say monkey, I meant monk-ish, but it sounded monkey like the animals, and I was like, oh, that doesn't sound good. So yeah, so she pretends. Then Eleanor, to see the situation, what she does is she go in and she destroy the cake. The cake is Patricia hardest work. She put her soul into it, and then she tells her, "Don't do it. This is something very bad." So because she does it, there's a sinkhole that happen. The sinkhole being once again the glitch. However, this glitch is even better. Why? I can't really see. Okay, I can't really see. And seeing is a huge part of us remembering. Nice, nice, nice. So we had a sinkhole. Now, Michael goes to Tahani and said, "Listen, some soulmate takes months to connect, so it's not a big deal." And this is super nice because you learn that her problem is she feels lonely. She feels lonely. She get a backstory. Next episode is a backstory. It's actually quite insightful about the character she is. So Jason comes in and he's like, you know what? This is super cool. This is super cool. He comes in and he's like, I want to learn about ethic. You say ethnics, which is not the right word, but he wants to learn, which is kind of cool. Now, she calls him nerd. You heard her call him nerd. I think what she does is she said that Chidi is the greatest teacher, but then she's insulting him also. So it's kind of funny because it's kind of like a backhanded compliment, which is kind of funny. Um, that's pretty much it. Episode 5. Um, Alert Catastrophe, Apocalyptic Catastrophe, level 2055. We got our thing stuck, the charger stuck in there. So this is really bad. So there you go. Episode start, we go back to the yogurt place, and this is a really cool moment. I gotta say, the good place doesn't have cold open. I gotta say, I'm not that mad about not having cold open. So what happened is they go to the yogurt place, which is the meetup spot, and there's a lot of new flavors. So what she says is that, and this is kind of important because it is so meaningless, but it's so meaningful at the same time. There's so many new flavor because Michael feels bad that the neighborhood goes to shit. So Eleanor, because there's so many new flavor, goes in, and she's like, guess what? Um, I don't know how to choose. So she allows somebody to go before her. And she said, okay, well, this was a really nice thing to do. Now, the reality is she doesn't realize it. It's just natural to her. And this is the important part. It comes naturally to her versus an effort. And she goes in and she's like, the guy says, thank you, Eleanor. That was nice. So she runs to Shitty and said, listen, your course are working. I did that. And he's like, okay, well, where's the yogurt? Because you promised us yogurt. And she's like, I don't want to do it. It's far, man. I'm tired. Do it yourself. Which is not a good thing, but it's true. Giving your place to somebody else, it's super nice. It's super super nice. This is super. This is very very nice. This is very very nice. She goes in and she's like, "Hi, good person." Now we got a course, and again, shitty courses are kind of important because they teach you a lot. We're watching something that is kind of important. The thing that's kind of important is, and in order you see a nice evolution. You see the course you're trying to understand. Now what they're doing is equivalent, law of equivalence. So for example, if I do something bad in the world and if I do something good, it's gonna level up. Now, it's gonna be leveled. But this is actually true because in the system of Michael, everything that you do has plus 1 point if it's a nice thing, minus 1 point if it's a bad thing. So, technically speaking, the equivalence is a system that is rightful. You don't get more points for doing something very bad, you don't get plus point for getting, well, actually, yeah, you get more points for doing something very good. Um, with a lot of equivalence, and then Shitty's like, no, this is not a good idea because you can't justify doing a bad action by doing a good action. A bad action is a bad action, and a good action should be put into repairing a bad action, which is brilliant because it is true. If you're doing something good, for example, I said this example before. There's this guy, right? I'm watching TikTok battles. There's this guy who is an asshole. He does drugs. He drinks a lot, right? And he's not like in Quebec. I'm from Quebec, by the way. I'm French Canadian. He's not liked, but the reality is he gets a lot of hate, which push him to drink. So is it forgivable? Not really, because he's still fucking up. Now the cool thing with him is when you look at his story in the beginning, he was a homeless person that went on TikTok and received a lot of gifts, and thanks to TikTok he was able to get out of the streets, which is kind of freaking noise. Kind of freaking noise when you think about it. And then there was a homeless person that came. That came. The good place asked so many questions, and they got so many stories about this. There's a homeless person that says, "Hey, I'm hungry." Drop the can. We caught it, and he says, I understand how you feel." They gave him money, which was a really good action, which pushed the other person because they're doing a battle, right? So there's two people battling for gifts, and it pushed the other person to say, "You know what? I'm gonna give money to the homeless people," and he wanted to look good. But the only reason he did that was because the other did it. If the other didn't do it, he would have not done it. So, for example, this is bad. The question of moral is amazing. I had this other friend who he was selfish. He was very self-absorbed, and we were talking about how he was self-absorbed. Said like, no, no, I'm nice. I'm helping my brother, and I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't count. You're helping your brother because it's your brother. It's not like helping a stranger. You have a relationship with that person. It's not being helpful. It's not selflessness if you know the person. It's not selflessness if you can brag about it after, you know? So yeah, so when you think about it, morale, the good, being a good person is so complex, right? And this is kind of crazy because Jason say, um, this is super insane because Jason says, example where he snitched on a person, so his boy wouldn't marry her, and because his boy didn't marry her, he was all good for breakdance competition. And and this is a stupid example, but Shitty's like, this is really a good example. So this made me laugh. This made me laugh a lot. This episode is called, okay, I already said the name. We have more of Tahani backstory, and this is super super cool. So what they do is there's and this is a sad episode for Tahani. So Michael goes in and there's a catastrophe, which is the sinkhole is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So Tahani, what she does is now this is a cool thing. We know why the sinkhole is getting bigger. It's because Eleanor and Jason doesn't belong there and they're doing some wrongful thing. We don't know if it's caused by Jason or by Eleanor or by the two of them together, right? And Michael leaves behind his computer. So Tahani goes into the computer and she's a ranking of the good people. Like how much good thing people do, right? And she realized that she's very low on the list. So Tahani feels self-conscious, and she wants to do good. Now Tahani is different. You see what I just said about the guy wanted to help homeless people because the other guy did. Tahani wants to do good because her sister was always the favorite child. Her sister was always like, oh my god, what a prodigy. And Tahani, well, she's not that great, right? Um, so she feels like underwhelmed. She feels like underloved. She feels underappreciated. That's what I'm looking for. So this is the reason why Tahani does a lot of things that she does. Um, so although the action isn't isn't genuinely good, it's not genuinely bad. She doesn't come from a place where she's like, fuck this, I'm gonna do this to prove that I'm the best. She does things because deep down she feel like she needs to, which is a problem versus this is a self problem versus a problem for others. It's a self problem because it's coming from deep rooted issues. This is a way for her to cope. By being overly good, it's a way for her to cope, right? Versus being overly good to look good. This is different. If it's for coping, it's a defensive response, and a defensive response is probably better than an offensive response, right? It makes you really think this show. This is amazing. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't expect The Good Place to be such a good show to recap, but it's a really good show. Uh, so then Shitty is tired because he says, Eleanor, I'm seeing progress with you, but I'm supposed to be in heaven too. So this is amazing. This is really good. So Shitty tells Eleanor, like, listen, you're making progress, but I don't feel like I'm enjoying my afterlife. I don't feel like I'm enjoying paradise. See, the last episode is also important because you're basically putting Shitty with a mission, which is to rewrite a book, right? And he wants to rewrite the book. He wants to take time for himself. He deserves that time. So by Eleanor always taking time and always taking time and always taking time, Shitty is um Shitty is tired. There's also this case of why is he doing it, right? Does he feel like he's doing it for a purpose? Is there a reward for it? I'm not saying that you should do something for a reward, but I'm saying that if you're doing something, even if it's nice, and the person isn't grateful for what you're doing, what's the point? Do I think that Eleanor is ungrateful? No. Do I think that if she didn't need Shitty, she would be as nice as Shitty as she is? No. I think there's a relationship here, sadly, of Shitty is the best person to help me, so I'll be nice to Shitty. And it isn't not it isn't necessarily dishonest, but it's not genuine. But that's what I think. So you got we got the backstory of Tahani. Let's say Tahini. Tahani and her sister. Her sister who was such a great person, and this is kind of nuts. This is nuts because, like I said, you realize that Tahani isn't really a bad person. Now, is she a bad person? Well, technically, I don't feel like she's a good person. Because it's always this complex of superiority. It's like I'm doing so much better than you, and even from the place of I'm not trying to prove that I'm better than you, by constantly trying to prove yourself, you make other people feel like they're not doing enough, right? For example, right? If somebody, and this is kind of complex. I'm not saying that she is, but she kind of is though. If somebody comes in, right, and say, hey, you know what I did last week? I went to Africa and I built some wells. I'm like, holy shit, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool, right? But then you realize, like, oh my god, what have I done to help other people? I'm selfish. But then you realize, and this is very different. There's a level of normal kindness. You don't need to be super kind. A kind person isn't a person that's riddled with selflessness. In my opinion, Shitty is the picture perfect example of what a good person is. Why? Because he's helping Eleanor, but he still wants to have time for himself. He's stressed. He doesn't feel like he's enjoying his time. So yes, it's kind of shitty for Eleanor, but it's Shitty's personal choice. He is selfless, but he's also aware or hyper aware that this is his life, this is his afterlife. He should be able to enjoy it a little bit. So in this case, I do think Shitty is right versus Tahani. And Tahani, when she's you see, when Tahani it's completely different. Tahani, she see that she's low on the score, and she knows her scoreboard for good deeds. And her first answer isn't to question herself, which would be the correct way. Okay, so what am I doing that doesn't make me a good person? What am I doing that I could be doing better? Oh shit, this is way too hot. It's gonna close soon. Ooh, this is gonna close soon. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing it like that for now. I have a plate of cold peas behind, and a plate of cold peas. What it's gonna give us? It's gonna give us some refreshness, not some refreshness. I'm sorry. It's gonna cool down the phone. So instead of asking herself the question, she's like, okay, well, I need to do nicer. And because she feels like she needs to do nicer, then her being super nice isn't genuine. She's doing it because she feels like she's doing it. She feels like she needs to do it, which at the same time, it's not perfect. What I'm gonna do is I'm possibly gonna go inside. I got a couple of videos to do, and that's pretty much it. So Eleanor and Shitty goes into a big fight, and they're supposed to stay in. This is super cool. This is super cool because also, Shitty is in the position that he is in because he doesn't feel like Eleanor is his soulmate. So one of the biggest things that he was said about is I'm gonna have it like my soulmate, and because from now on he's only he doesn't get that. Eleanor kind of took that from him. You know? Eleanor, as much as she is an adorable character, she's detriment to Shitty. She has a bunch of things that he lost: a soulmate, free time, paradise itself. And in this case, you kind of understand Shitty. However, I have to defend Eleanor a little bit. Eleanor didn't ask for help. She didn't ask. Well, she did. She did. She did. I'm sorry. I have to stand up for Eleanor. Eleanor is a lot, but she didn't establish clear boundaries, and this is his fault. By establishing clear boundary, for example, saying, "Listen, we're gonna be working from this time to this time. The weekend I'm off." By not establishing boundaries, what ended up happening is in a position where you cannot say no to her because if you say no to her, she's gonna be like, "What the fuck? What the fork, man?" I want to do the whole recap of The Good Place and not swear. Even this phone is hot, and this phone is also hot. Yep. Battery is good though. Battery is good. This is last episode, so we're good. I got one more video to do after that, and that's it. So this is actually pretty good. So we get into a lot of fights, which is kind of insane. We got the best thing. We got the best thing. One of the person from The Good Place is, and this is amazing. One of the people from The Good Place, from the neighborhood house, got caught in the sinkhole. So they're living with Eleanor, and they're a couple counseling, and they go in and said, "Hey, I feel like you're hiding something." And Eleanor's like, "Oh my God, I'm not hiding anything." And then the guy says, "Not you, Shitty is." And what she never noticed, and this is amazing, Shitty, first of all, is hiding something, but also she can be feeling guilty because he can be feeling that even though what he's doing with Eleanor is good, he can also. This is such a good show, such a smart show. And Shitty could be feeling guilty that what he's doing with Eleanor, kind of lying to everybody else, is kind of unlawful. So he could be feeling guilt. See, we're talking about, and this episode started with what? With the greater good. It doesn't matter if you sacrifice a person to save 1,000 person. You still sacrifice somebody. So yes, he's doing the greater good by teaching somebody that deserve redemption to redeem herself, but at the same time, at what price? Okay, next. So we see Tahani and her sister once again. It kind of sucks. This is super cool because Eleanor and Shitty have to act like the perfect couple, even though they're not. And this is just good because even pretending is bad. You're being disingenuine with other people, and you're doing it to protect Eleanor. But again, what does Shitty gets from that? You know. Eleanor says her first to get basic, which is super, super, super good. Yeah, he's complaining about the dishes. Eleanor is such a fantastic character. She's such a bitch, but I love Kristen Bell. She's like, those dishes, this is a magic place. I put the dishes in the sink, and when I wake up, they're already done. And she's like, yeah, I've been doing the dishes. And then instead of saying thank you, she's like, okay, well, why didn't you do those dishes? Eleanor is very demanding, and there's not a lot of rewards and be with her. I'm just gonna say. Good. Yeah, Tahani goes out, and because Tahani goes out, she gonna get messed by the system. This is super cool. In the second episode, we see a guy who's completely disfigured because of the glitches. Tahani starts to get disfigured. Tahani will actually admit to be every single day. Every single day, dude. It's okay. It's 824. It's 8:30. Tani actually admits to watching the. This is super cool. This is super cool. Tahani admits to watching the file, which is honest. Eleanor says, okay, well, I'm willing to make concession, but I want us to be both happy, which is really, really good because this to me is better of a proof of kindness than what Shini's doing. Shini is willing to sacrifice his own happiness for Eleanor to be happy, and Eleanor isn't willing. I'm trying to find out if. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit la merde. We're not recording. God damn it. Okay, now we're recording. Now we're recording. So yeah, so Eleanor and he is right in the right here. Yeah. This is super cool. Michael gives shit to Tahani because, and at the same time, Michael is in such a cool position because Michael knows everybody's secret. He knows everybody's life, right? Except for Eleanor and Jason, but still. So he knows why Tahani did what she did. And he gives her shit and she's like, yeah, I saw the footage and I felt bad about it. So I'm sorry to forget here. Oh yeah, we're seeing that the parents give everything to the sister because they're rich, right? And she gave everything to the sister. So this is kind of sad, right? Which is really cool. I want to see the what Ginny. Give me a sec. I don't remember what Edie was hiding. Shitty. At the end, we have Eleanor that does a really cool thing. She's like, listen, I'm going to give you this. And this is actually really cool. This is the episode, by the way. There's a couple things missing, but listen. I got this that I have to watch. It makes a sound I didn't even notice. Fuck sakes. I got so much to do. So much to do. And we are at 12%. Okay. So Eleanor gives Shitty a pass. She said, whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever you feel stressed, you can take this pass and you're good. You're good. So this is super cool. This is super cool because Shitty is grateful. And that's just Eleanor making compromises with Shitty, which is important because so far she's not done a lot of them. There you go. So there you go. That's the review of season 1, episode 3 and 4. Love you guys. I gotta go. Take it easy. Peace. Thanks for watching, by the way. I love doing The Good Place. Don't link. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. Guys are doing well. Having a wonderful day on this glorious 18th September 2025. First to come to do a quick comeback on our recap of The Good Place. See, our recaps so far have been kind of nonsensical. We recap Bleach, we recap Tokyo Ghoul, we recap Lost, we recap Prison Break, we recap Trailer Park Boys, we recap Kenny vs. Penny, we recap Prison Break, I said. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Now we're recapping The Good Place. And I gotta say, The Good Place is possibly the most... I gotta check it here because I don't have a lot of batteries. And this man has to do it anyway, so that's not a big deal. I'm gonna say The Good Place is possibly the most rewarding recap that I've done. And it's funny because it really makes you think. And as a viewer, it did make me think a lot. But as a person that does a recap, analyze, this makes you think even more. What a good show. I'm so thankful because it's changing my way of doing things. It's changing my perception. You know, it's a call to moral, but it's a call also to being a better person. And this is good. You see, look at here. Low battery is hot. My neighbors is having mowing the lawn. The cars are loud. I could be getting pissed, but no. It's all part of life, right? It's just making me think so much about moral, about if I'm a good person or not. And for that, I'm super grateful. So, a lot of fun recapping The Good Place. A lot of fun. It's just, I didn't think, and at the same time, I didn't think, yeah. that this show was gonna be as rewarding. So this is super, super cool, and I have to say thank you. I really am grateful because, again, this is another show that I want to recap. 7% shit. The only, the only reason, the only reason we're recapping it is because it's leaving Netflix, right? And I would have been so. I wouldn't even have been sad. I would have cared if I didn't recap The Good Place. But now that I'm doing it, I'm so grateful. Such a good show, such a good life lesson, and there's not a lot of video that I do that make me a good person. But this whole recap, this whole series, will possibly make me a better person, and for that I'm grateful. So, hell yeah, I love this. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is the first time I've been excited for a recap in a while. So, pretty big deal. And you see, now we're done. Everything is done. Everything is calm. We're in a good position. Battery is still shitty, but hey, that's life. Schnitzel. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to our show. Considering Wops are having a wonderful day on this glorious 18th September 2025. We're doing a lot of things today. This is a huge announcement. I'm so freaking happy. Oh, I don't have enough batteries. Shit. For fuck's sakes, dude. Fuck. I only need to do one more video. This is bullshit. %. Ah, it's charging. Holy good food. Boom! Ok. Ah. Let's take a quick shower. Ooh, let's take a quick shower. Nice.
Today,
Doo-doo-doo. Du-du-du. It's in your head.
ça fait des heures que je suis dessus.
So come give me a hug. playing a pimp.
Also,
C'est beau. Two.
also,
Two. Oh, cash bonus. Cash bonus, Bibbo. Cash bonus. Go take a shower. I need to take a shower. Wait a second, I got an ID. Empty your heart. Option. Hell yeah, catch your wave. Aha. Add app. Forget fish out. Police. got the 8760 more. Okay, good. Okay. I need to go. Goosh. Okay, what time is it? 9:14. Sheesh. Got time for a couple of things to do. But first of all, I got something fun. Okay. Oh, dude. Hungry. DSP year.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money.
Now this is a funny thing. So
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
what we're listening to right now,
I really need that money. Really need
give me a
that
sec.
money. Really, that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill. Stupid fucking trolls, man. I just want to chill. I rock back and forth.
What is going on, guys? We are back with another DSP video. This time we are starting out our year in review for 2023. This year has been crazy and wild, so there's no way I could cover this in one video. So we're going to break this down month by month. Before we get into January 2023, I want to set the stage for you. The three major storylines from the previous year that will
Open with
influence
Spotify.
2023. First, back in November 2022, DSP got member bombed by Team Ico Gaming and Emil, resulted in over 1,000 memberships.
Year.
Side of this is obviously the members. I mean,
My
crap.
library.
We went from under
Year.
500 members to 1,032 members. Now, obviously, you have to give credit where credit is due. All right. Team Ico Gamer in the past few days has come by the streams and consciously been doing all he can to support the channel. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much to Team Ico Gamer, who gifted like ridiculous amounts of memberships to the channel. You know, we jumped 500 members within just a few short days, which is absolutely excellent. Okay. No one is rating it's the stupid view box from the other day. Just ignore it, because people are like, oh, your views are going up. Just ignore it. This is the same idiot who's here.
Oh my god, there's gonna be so much videos.
So you can't do anything about it on YouTube when people do it. These guys, they did the same thing the other day, and then they went away. Same thing, they sub-botted the channel, and then all the sub-bots went away.
See how much we have?
We went
This is
back down
insane.
to, we were at like 219,000 subs, and we're back down to the 200K supposed to be at. You just ignore it. You can't affect it. You don't let the nonsense and drama ignore it. We know it's nonsense. You just ignore the bullshit. Okay? Hallelujah, the money's coming in.
Where's the
Money, money, yeah, yeah.
money? Yeah, yeah.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory.
OPQRS.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Yeah, yeah.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
Fuck, you won't allow me to.
Really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil.
So what we're listening to right now is actually special because
Bills, electric bill, the internet bill.
what we're watching right now is actually very, very special because this video doesn't exist anymore. So this is a video from YouTube, and it was taken down. So this doesn't exist anymore. However, I had a copy because I was listening to it at work. So we'd be watching this the whole day because I think my laptop isn't working. And of course, X player is not working. Please work. Okay, you're working. We'll be using X-Players, where we can watch that 1.5 times the speed. DSP. Yeah, well, it will lag for a couple minutes because there's so many songs. See? But yeah, so the original file doesn't exist anymore, which is crazy. DSP. Gen March. July.
Of course, they get the ball back, which is complete bullshit. The music's great. Stop him! No! Stop him! Are you shitting me? Come on, you fucking little shits.
That's good.
Stop him! Oh my god. Terrible. From King Gabriel, happy Saturday. I'm enjoying your marathon. Pull for the Super Bowl. Who do you want to win, or do you not care? Or do you think it's supposed to win every single year? I actually have no clue what team is even supposed to be the favorite team this year. I followed nothing whatsoever of American football at all, so I literally don't know. You know, I'd probably say Eagles only because that's like East Coast, where I used to come from. The Kansas City Chiefs don't come from the West Coast, so I don't really care. So maybe the Eagles. I don't know. I really don't care.
Because today,
I missed. I was controlling the guy and I went flat down.
We don't have the computer today. The battery is dead.
Oh, wow. He caught his foot. Did you see that?
I'm gonna focus on that.
Quarterback sneak. Quarterback sneak. I have no idea how to throw the ball. I tried. I know how to throw it. Beat passes. Interception. Shit. I know what I was doing. Oh my god. Yes. I stopped it myself. That was great.
That was great.
It's basic. It's basically as much as my mind can handle. It's very basic. What? He wasn't even near it. I passed over him, and it claims he intercepted. It didn't make any sense. That makes 0 sense at all. He wasn't even near the fucking ball. What?
Jeez.
He's full of shit now. What the? Second play. 3 seconds, really. They got 3 seconds. Like 17 seconds. For some reason, the clock ends after every single play. I don't know why. We're playing against Cleveland. They're not the Indians anymore, right? That's racially offensive. So what are they called now? What are they? The Cleveland Flints? The Cleveland Flintstones or something? Flintstones Ivans? They're still Cleveland Browns? Oh, okay. Cleveland Indians is baseball team, I see. I completely fucked up. First play, interception. Now that's fucking bullshit. Are you out of your mind? How are you gonna tell me that? They fucking caught it anyway. Complete nonsense. What? Fuck this game. This game is fucking bullshit. You're cheating already. What? What? He was already on his face. How the fuck did he stop me? This is getting stupid now. What the fuck? Nice defense, you stupid morons. Great line.
You say something else, huh?
There's no one to throw to.
And because
I don't know how you,
this
stop the
video doesn't exist anymore.
It's an NES game. You can't put a knee down. So I have no clue what to do. Dude, I'm like slow as shit now. You notice that? How slow I am? I can't even like do anything fast. I'm just slow as fuck. All my characters. Touchdown. Finally scored. He's only like 4 touchdowns on me.
No, is it stupid to do a video that's been taken down? Absolutely. However, our game has been running for an hour. Most people have clicked out after 5 minutes, so we're good.
If they blocked it, I have no control over that, right? This is a classic NES game that starts off fun and immediately it gets insanely difficult on the second fucking part. It's not fun anymore. What the fuck? Look, no one can dash this guy, right? Like, no one can dash him. Look, like literally no one can dash him. What a piece of shit game.
What? Shit.
Okay, that's set my wall. Hope you guys like it. It's a piece of shit. No, really, it's outdated as fuck. It's not very good. And you know, it starts off fun, and then immediately now, oh, you can't complete anything. All your characters are slower than theirs, right? You know, no one's ever open. You can't catch anyone. It's a second match. It's a second fucking match. How are they so powerful on the second match of the game? Because the game is broken. It's a shitty NES game. It's broken as hell. That's how all the games were back then. Sports games, by the way. Sports games suck ass. That's why I never really played sports games back then. I didn't care about them. They really do suck. Yeah, they're bad. So, yeah, pretty shitty. Honestly, pretty shitty game. It's classic music and everything, but the gameplay is so basic. There's nothing, complex about it. It's either you have a chance or you don't. On the second match, you really don't have a chance. What it likely is there's like a way to exploit it and cheat. Just like all the classic NES games, use this technique over and over and exploit it. And the computer's too stupid to know what to do or whatever, right? Like that's probably what it is. You do a pattern, you probably win every match. But this is the first time I ever played it. Probably the last time I'll ever play it. So not a very fair game. Just like well, that was February 2023. Our next stop is March 2023. And what a month that was.
My gin is gone. Neither say the dog.
We are back with another DSP video, and today we are looking at March 2023 in the DSP.
It's a shame because this guy's channel got deleted.
Look more professional. He added a ring light, color changing lights, a new camera.
He put in so much work into this this playlist.
Not going to be interviewed, but left the door open. Keemstar in this month went from a background player to the front lines. This month, DSP rage quit Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Just like every year, he was getting destroyed and his ego was getting crushed. He would, in DSP fashion, blame the devs for ruining the game. I injected that to me, healing, it did nothing. I just died anyway.
Put your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. Not so
I saw him on where he
difficult.
was. I set up my code 5.
Please don't call a wonder why I.
It sucks. Alright guys, sorry the game sucks, I'm done playing it. Alright, fuck this. Seriously, who makes everyone's time? It's boring. It's boring, it doesn't work right. It's fucking garbage. This season 2 just ruined the game, so I'm not playing it anymore. I'm completely done with it. Seriously, this sucks because I wanted to have something to break up my chill late night streams with. I don't have anything to break it up with. I can't play some Street Fighter because there's no way to play without the lag, and that game's dog shit now. I feel like I literally have nothing to do besides chill late night stream. So, I guess we're just doing ultimate chill, maybe every once in a while. Like, I just do chill Q&A or whatever. But I'm not wasting my time with this. I'm
That is not so bad.
Completely wasted everyone's time. There's no fun to be had there. Another game that DSP rage quit was Hogwarts Legacy. He was so excited for this game, even buying a hat and a scarf for Kit Rewards. However, just like almost every game this year, it was a bust. This is the year that the big games were not bringing out the day one views. You would notice that people started giving less and less. No one cared anymore, and we all know how DSP feels about games is dependent on support.
My window, and I can see it all.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Hogwarts Legacy is a great game. It really, really takes the world of the Wizarding World, I should say, into an interactive gameplay environment. It builds a beautiful world with tons of content, great story, and some fun gameplay. It definitely flounders in the last third. The last third is probably the worst part, because at that point, you unlock the final part of the map, and you don't need to do anything there. You don't want to do this kind of crazy overworld side content, but as you just saw, you can easily be in the game, and then there's new content that opens that you may want you to have higher level, but the only way to do it is basically to do the grinding content that's not fun. So it does flounder in the end. Overall, great game. I had a ton of fun the last month and a half playing this with you guys. Thank you to everyone who tuned in for all of these streams, for everyone who supported the streams, for everyone who watched on demand on YouTube. Everyone, you guys were awesome during this playthrough. I had a great time. Even after I'm not even kidding, like 2 weeks I've been playing it, people didn't care. They were like, yeah, you do something else. Now I want to give enough effort to at least finish the main plot. Even as long as it is basically as interesting as waiting. We started this game, I was getting 500-600 views a stream. Today we barely had 200. People don't, you get burned out on stuff, and it's so lengthy. I do feel like it was too long, too much grindy style side content. It should have been paced a little better, and definitely should have had some better combat. I do feel like the combat is good, but after you get to that halfway point, once you've essentially unlocked the best offensive spells, it's very repetitive and boring, in my opinion. The combat was a grind. Every time you find a troll, it's like, I have to fight the troll for 5 minutes. It's the same thing. I've already fought the troll 100 times before. Yeah, the combat, probably the biggest shortcoming. Outside of that, still a great game, still a great playthrough. Thank you all. If anyone is interested in a post-game stream someday, maybe like a 2-hour late night stream, to see if we can wrap up some of those quests, let me know. In the meantime, though, this game is retired from the main gameplay streams. I hope that you enjoyed the playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. I thank you all. Also, this year, DSP started getting angry when people making fun of him, raging, and wanted to be taken seriously. A game that brought out the worst in DSP was Wolong Fallen Dynasty. He would struggle before finding a guide and build, / people telling him what to do. He rage quit the game on day 1, mostly because of no support. He would then hold Wolong hostage, saying that people better support, otherwise he's not going to continue. This would be an ongoing method to squeeze out money of his fans. It's a tough decision. Now, when I played Wolong yesterday, people showed up in droves, engaged with the content, supported for the most part. I did notice the last hour, everyone disengaged again, and it was like, again? This is so weird that people want to see this ultimate world game, but they can never stick around, or they can't even pay attention to it. The last hour, literally, no one in the chat was talking about the game again. And it's like, so you really want it or not? But the funny part was, people showed up, they supported. We had tons of new members yesterday, we had a bunch of super chats yesterday, we had a bunch of tips yesterday. People were saying, we want to see this content, please tell through it.
Let's do the last part of the...
This is you over here. The whole step's here, and you hit over here. What? The game is bad. I'm sorry, the more I play it, the less I like it. I just realized it really is a pathetic attempt to try to copy a game on Secure. It's just worse and worse the further you get. So, I'm sorry, I don't like it. And, if you want me to talk through it, I will. But people need to speak up. I'm hoping that there's going to be people who continue to show up, engage in support in this playthrough. Let me put it this way. If I live again on Sunday, and we got significantly decreased views, significantly decreased engagement, and way less support, I'm going to stop playing it. Because that's really the only reason I'm doing it, is because you guys are telling me you're at actions you want. That's literally it. Okay? And, I've had enough of games that are ultra difficult for the sake of being ultra difficult. I just don't enjoy them that much anymore. Maybe FromSoft is the exception. But as I told you guys in that special vlog earlier this week, I'm getting older. I want to focus in on games that I like. Because those are the best experiences overall.
This would be the last month that DSP would have the whales known as the Dutch Brothers because of a joke he says next month. He received his last care package that DSP would use in future content. We'd also fake and cry when hear about the passing of the Dutch Brothers cat. DSP would, of course, make it all about himself.
Ronnie says, may the Dutch Brothers may... What? Oh, no. Ronnie, you have sad news about your pet cat? Oh, no. I mean, Ronnie, you can say whatever you want in the chat. That's fine if you want to announce it, but that's sad, man. It sounds like there's going to be a sad story about a pet cat, and that's going to be a downer, but it is what it is. We're here for you, man. Oh, man. Both his pet cats, Blade and Kalua, have passed away in the last year. That's really sad. It's as I said, and a lot of people don't understand it if they've never had a pet, or, a pet that's like a really social member of the family. Because, you can have a pet, and it's like a bird in a cage, or...
Back someone some nature porn.
C'est hybride. I played this. Tired of.
Le gouvernement est en crise de ta fierté québécoise. À chaque premier dimanche du mois, on avait accès à des musées gratuitement. Maintenant, on doit débourser pour une famille complète pour y aller. Nous autres, on est 4 enfants, 2 adultes, ce qui équivaut au-dessus de 100$ pour visiter ce que représentait la fierté québécoise. Maintenant, les enfants, c'est gratuit, 17 ans et moins, oui. Mais est-ce que je vais envoyer mon enfant de 6 ans aller explorer ce que veut dire l'histoire du Québec quand il y a des adultes qui ont de la misère à comprendre ce que veut dire? Non. Le gouvernement...
And even then, you have a really close meeting with Hackler. That's like you like a camera. Look up like a member of the family. Like, I mean, I know some of what you're saying is, I really think that the cat first kind of my son. Obviously, it's not actually. But I think it's a great cat. I take care of him. And, if there's not a relationship to you. No, I'm serious. Every time I say this, I tear up. I'm still thinking about them. So I don't know. But it's true. You keep their memory alive by thinking about everything they ever did to make you a better person. And, you know what I mean? Their memory will never be lost. And they'll always be with you. Now I'm going to cry. God damn, it happens every time. Like, literally, fireworks happens every single time I bring it up. I'm such a damn song. I know. It's like, it really is like a command response. I think about, my doctor, well, not my doctor, my great aunt, my uncle. I think about my fatigue. And I think about some of the things that are just, any issue. So I can feel something assisting on the stream and I can finish my show. So.
And something took one. We're back. Trying to make a love, so come give me a hug. You can find me in the club, bottle full of hug. Mama, I got what you need. I said a hug. I got a couple videos to make. Not a lot of them though. To have a sex game, trying to make a love, so come give me a hug. Oh, you unplug yourself, you little bit of a bad boy. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Continuing off to having a wonderful day on this glorious 18th September 2025. Today we are, of course, doing something that is kind of different. Shit. I just realized that we lost a delicious meal. Fuck. That's a bad news. Come on, Ink. That really sucks. Gosh, fuck, I love this. Pata daint. I'm so sorry, guys. Today we're doing a video for the gaming channel. So this is one of the biggest video that I have done in a while, and it's a huge announcement for the gaming channel. It's gonna be quite confusing because today is the 18th September 2025, but we're doing a video for the October. So what are we doing? We're announcing our first marathon. Now, when I say first marathon, it's kind of complex because it is not true. The very first marathon we did was South Park. We played 2 games, but there are 22 hours in total, so it's not a marathon in my opinion. What is also a marathon we did was Walking Dead Telltale. Now, technically speaking, the Walking Dead Telltale is a marathon because we played the 4 season in a row. However, we only played 1 game, so we got the same DVD and it's season after season after season after season. Now, here is the fun thing. We're doing our first marathon, and it is for Halloween. So every single year for Halloween, I like to do a little bit of a scare fest. Now, this one is kind of insane. It is 9 games. No, it's 10 games. Guys, this is exciting. We're announcing our Halloween marathon, right? So before we start with the Halloween marathon, oh, give me a sec. The phone is too hot, and my songs start playing. My songs start to play. Go figure. Of course, we broke the computer by doing that today. This is bad. The charging phone. I seem like I'm in a mess, but listen, this is one of my first videos today. So before we start, why are we announcing a playthrough that we're gonna do in October right now? Because the playthrough starts right now. Today we're gonna be playing Resident Evil. Now this is super cool because the real reason why we're playing this is I wanted to start doing marathon because we took a break from streaming and now I am not playing a single game. I wanted to start playing marathon, which is basically game after game after game because I really want to delve into the story. My problem is I won't stream I will not stream. I'll stream a lot for like 3 weeks a month. I'll take a 2 weeks break. I'll stream again a lot, and then I'll take a break. So the one I want to do is a game called Atelier Risa. So this is a game we played during the pandemic, and it was a really good game, which led me to buy Atelier Risa number 2. Now, there's also Atelier Risa number 3. Now, here's the problem. I don't know when I'm going to receive it, and this is going to be super important playthrough because I was cleaning the apartment yesterday, and I realized that one and the second one, it's also in French. So this would be my first French playthrough, which is kind of like a big deal. A super big deal, actually. So I'm excited to do this, but I don't have the third game. Now, the third game is a very old game, so it's going to be tough to get. It cost me a lot, but we did buy it. It's going to come the 10th of October. Now, of course, I will not be able to play. Well, today is the 18th, right? So we have 13 days comparing today, and we have a minimum of 23 days before we get the third game. Can I play those 2 games in 23 days? I believe so. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to put the Halloween marathon a bit earlier, and we're going to be playing. So here is... And then when we get the third game, we'll play this. But the goal is to play I got the whole Resident Evil saga. So this is super cool as the first marathon. Because this is my really first marathon. So, long story short, what ended up happening was, it was during the pandemic once again. I think it was the beginning as I was streaming. I'm not too sure. But what I ended up doing is, am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. Good. Always good to make sure that you're recording. So I started playing the game, right? And it was a really good game. So during the pandemic, we buy the 5th Resident Evil, no, the 6th one, I'm sorry, which I didn't like. So I go in and I buy the 2nd one and I buy the 3rd one, remake. And I fall in love with these games. So right away what we do is we buy every single game. So on the marathon, we got Resident Evil Origin Collection. So Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 1. I am missing 1 game though. We're missing Resident Evil Code Veronica. We don't have that. I have Resident Evil number 2. Now this one is special because we get to play as Leon and as Claire. We're going to do both playthrough in a row, which is kind of cool. We got Resident Evil number 3. We're going to be playing as, this is normal. I'm excited. We're going to be exploring Resistance. The reason as to why is I really want to dive into the the world of Resident Evil, because I gotta be honest. Honestly, I played the second one, I played the third one, I played the fourth one, I played the seventh one, and the eighth one. 5 and 6 I didn't touch, 0 and 1 I didn't touch. Got Resident Evil 5, and I know what you're saying, dude, you don't have Resident Evil 4. I do have Resident Evil 4, and it is the best Resident Evil in my opinion. However, we have it in a digital copy. So, it's going to be a really, 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 really cool thing to do. I'm going to be playing in a row the Resident Evil 4, and I'm going to be playing, right after that, I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. I think we have the GameCube version for PS3, but I'm not too sure. Gotta close this because this is disgusting. So this was a patty, a meat patty, but we waited too long and now it's not good anymore. So I'm gonna have to throw it away. However, I'm gonna be using it for cooling down the foam, and it's gonna do the job, right? And it's disgusting, but it takes what it takes, and if it takes what it takes, it takes what it takes. So we are gonna be playing the two versions of this. We've got a Resident Evil 5, which I never played. Resident Evil 6, which I never freaking played. Got Resident Evil 7. Now the 7 I'm actually really, 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 really excited because first of all, you got Bad Footage 1, 2, you got End of Zoe, we got Not a Hero. We did play all of those DLC. We'll replay them. This is pretty good. And lastly, we got the 8th game, which is Village. Village I played twice. I'm not gonna be playing Requiem because Requiem comes out later on and it's on PS5. But I'm gonna be playing all of these games, so I'm super excited. It's gonna be my first, my very, very first marathon, which is that big, and it's gonna be. It was supposed to be the whole month of October, but this will take me 40 days, 50 days. So I'm super excited. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink if you're buying. Welcome to our show. Hope you guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this glorious 18th September 2025. Today we're doing a movie review. The movie review is Akimbo with Daniel Radcliffe. Now, you guys know that I was born in the 90s, so to me, Daniel Radcliffe will always be Harry Potter. There's two roles that he did that I'm really aware of, which is Orn, and I don't remember the name. Well, Orn is one of them. So I was watching. Okay, so the exact truth, is we lost our computer today. You see this? This is stuck. This is stuck in there. The place where you charge the computer is broken. So because it's broken, I cannot charge the computer. So we went to Tubi. And Tubi does a lot of movie. And why Tubi? Because I can watch it on the computer. I can watch it on the TV. All four of my devices are used for the tower. So I don't want to be using them too much. Now, Akimbo. What did I think about Akimbo? Akimbo, surprisingly, was really, really good. I didn't have expectation. So Akimbo is basically about a game. It somehow reminded me of Wanted. It's about a game where it's to the death, right? Is the Darknet game where you guys killed each other, and basically the character of Daniel Radcliffe is super cool because he kind of have a shitty life, but then he becomes like a troll, and he becomes a troll to kind of balance his shitty life. Now, the coolest thing about Daniel Radcliffe's character is that he becomes like he trolls the wrong person, and he becomes a player in the Akimbo game. So he has two guns. Now the cool thing with the two guns is he has a number of bullets. He cannot recharge them. So then it's funny. The guy is in literal bedrobe, bathrobe. Sorry, bedrobe. Yeah, it's for the bedrobe. He's literally going to see the police. They tell him, "Hey, put the guns down." And the guns, they're nails in his hand. It kind of put them down, so it's really funny. The movie is funny, but it's also dark. There's a lot of swearing, which is cool, and the game is amazing. Daniel ends up trying to survive the game without killing, but then he realizes he doesn't have a choice because people are literally going at him, and it's cool because he learned that his whole life kind of pointless. He realized that his life was kind of pointless, so he goes in and it's like, yo, phone is too hot. God damn it. Okay, Resident Evil 1. I got 10 minutes left. I got 10 minutes left. Bonjour. Ça va bien? Ça va bien?
Oui, ça va bien.
Good, good, good. C'est chaud, hein?
Oui. Tu vas cégep maintenant?
Non, mais ça commence bientôt.
Hein?
Ça commence bientôt.
Ah, pas encore?
Pas encore, non, non, non. Peut-être février, mars. Pas cégep, c'est course professionnelle.
Cours spécialisé.
Oui, spécialisé. Plombier, électricien. C'est pas cégep, c'est juste un cours pour le travail. Ça va bien? Fait chaud. Mais c'est bien maintenant, c'est bien. C'est bien. Toi aussi, merci beaucoup. Okay, Resident Evil, that's good. Okay. We got Health Regen. Okay, perfect. Shit. Okay. Don't Link is your Link. Welcome to our show. Considering Walks are having a wonderful day. I am so sorry. Here's part 2 of our Akimbo with Daniel Radcliffe review. What happened? The phone overheated, and because the phone overheated, the camera closed, which is my fault because you see this? This is super warm, and it does overheat the phone. So lastly, I was saying that the beautiful part of the movie is Daniel realized that his life is kind of pointless. So he started being like a badass. He started saying fuck you to people. He really started being the person that he's supposed to be. And why is that cool? Is because you do feel bad for the character of Daniel. It's not a tragic character. It's not like, oh my god, anti-hero. But you realize that his life is really, really shitty. And that's why he's trolling. So yes, is trolling the best way to do it? No. Gets him in trouble. The ending is super cool. There's supposed to be this crazy girl that's always following him to kill him. And then you realize, like, you don't really want to kill. You're a prisoner of the game just like I am. So guess what? Let's go together and kill the final guy. And it's a really good movie. It's not my favorite movie, but I was surprised. See, like I said, my computer is broken. Because my computer is broken, I'm not able to watch what I want to watch. And we're stuck on Tubi, which has some great movie, but has some shitty movies. So I didn't know what to expect. Was pleasantly surprised. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Dome Link is your boy Ink. Welcome to another show. I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this glorious 18th September 2025. I got a bad news for you guys. This is a behind the scene, by the way. I will not have the computer for until tomorrow. So what happened is my phone, the computer fell, and because the computer fell, the thing for charging got stuck in there. What I'm gonna go to my father's house and I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna try to repair it. But ultimately speaking, we don't have a computer today. I got some good news. I have a second laptop and it's as good. There was no reason to change it, to be honest. So because we have a second laptop, I'm going to be able to use it. However, there's no batteries. So we did order a thing to charge it for tomorrow, and it will come tomorrow. For today, no computer. I am so sorry. Forget about Good Place. Forget about Episode Double. We're just going to be chilling, watching movies. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, if you blink, welcome to the computer show. This is Mops having a wonderful day on this 18th September 2025. As you guys know, we are starting today our marathon of Resident Evil, baby. All 10 game of it. But the very first we have to play is Resident Evil Origin Collection. So as you can see, we never ever played that game. I told you my history with Resident Evil, which is basically the second one, the third one, the fourth, the seventh, the eighth. So we're gonna open it now. Origin Collection. I don't have every single game except Code Veronica. So what does it include? It includes a game. There's nothing else in there, which kind of sucks. But hey, the fresh game. This is super freaking cool. Look at this. We got Resident Evil. Investigate the dimension at the heart of the series of murder. Discover the horror within. And we got to go back to the beginning of the story and witness the first glimpse of the evil to come and Resident Evil 0. So there you go. We have our very first game. Of course, we're going to be playing Resident Evil first, as Resident Evil 0 first, and then Resident Evil. Then we should be able to finish it today. So then we'll be switching to Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is amazing. Once again, I know it's supposed to be a playthrough for October, but I want to play these games, the 3 games, because this is my first French playthrough. So this is important to me. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Let the nightmare begin. Okay, so now we're gonna go to my father's house. Okay. Mm. Oh yeah. Hungry. Hungry fine. Look at my father's house. So I'm gonna leave you guys to my father's house. What? So good night, sword. Good night, shield. As for crown and resistance, you guys are still gonna work. So now. Yeah.
This is called acid. There you go. That's simple. That's my answer. If you believe it or not, I don't care. But that's my honest answer.
So he would be the last of his bloodline. However, he did recently say that his wife had to convince him to get Jasper, indicating that she had a baby fever, and he tried to stop her from wanting a kid. What would a DSP year be without a Karen Vant? And we got one early this year, as he would go on about a delivery driver not understanding English, among other stuff.
Okay, so we ordered some food, and basically, when we order food, we order from a delivery service, and there's various different ones that we've used over the years. And every delivery service
Come on.
every delivery service that we use, all right, we always give very detailed instructions on how to deliver the food because we live in a private community, all right? So before I continue with my story, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to start a new segment here on Level 1 Podcast called, me clicking the wrong thing, called Old Man Yells at Cloud segment. We're an old man, I'm 40 years old now, and I'm starting to get ornery, I'm starting to get upset at the world. I get very upset sometimes when I tell you guys about how things are negatively affected in life by people who basically don't know how to do their job, people who don't use their brains, people who basically just go through life. I've talked about this many times before. So, yesterday we ordered food. It's from a restaurant, and this restaurant's a little bit further away than a normal restaurant we would order from. So already, instead of being like maybe a 30-minute wait to get our food, it's going to be like, you know, an hour wait. We ordered from the place, but we know it takes a while because the food is fresh, they're going to make it, and it's a little bit further away, so they're going to take a little longer to drive it here. Alright? So we order the food. Every time that we order food, we make sure that there's instructions in the delivery service that says, FYI, if you want to get in, you must go to the front gate, which is accessed by this particular road, alright? And you have to go to the call box, you have to enter in this certain thing, and then the call box will allow you access, and I even say in the instructions, our particular days all the way back to the drive back, and I use the instructions that I get from them, alright? Probably the most detailed instructions you can have. If you read the instructions and put 10 seconds of effort into your job, there's no way you can possibly screw this up in that. Alright, so once again, I'm putting this up because yes, I know a lot of you guys are being carried or being a little hard. I'm being paid someone for not doing your job. You're absolutely right. So here's what happens, okay? We wait and we wait and we wait. This guy is taking forever to deliver food. Like, this is like ridiculous. We're starving, okay? So it got to the point where I stopped tracking. I was like, this guy's taking it forever. So you know what they say, the wash pot never boils, right? So I have my phone here with me. So if the guy happens to contact me and say he can't get in or he can't get the food, I'll at least have it here with me. I'll be able to answer. But instead, I'm gonna put the phone down. I'm just gonna watch Cat play some football. So that's exactly what we did, okay? All of a sudden, I get a notification your food's delivered. Okay? Oh, cool. I jump up on the couch, I run to the front door, I open the door, there's no food. Huh? So now, wait a minute. So I go back to my phone, do I have it? They deliver food, they're supposed to leave a picture, okay? So I say, alright, so let's see where the food is. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, that's really cool. I present to you the picture that was presented to me. Alright, this is the food that we had ordered, and here it is delivered, about, I argue, almost a full hour after we had ordered it. Alright? So you gotta took a long time to deliver the food. Now here it is, okay, so here's the food. Now I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's not my door, and we don't have a planter. So where did this person leave the food? Right? So we're home, alright? And I'm like, honey, I'm gonna find the food. Alright? I grab a flashlight. It's like 6:30 p.m., so it's dark outside. Okay? I grab a flashlight, I grab my cell phone. So I got this picture on my cell phone, and I'm walking around our private neighborhood with a flashlight, going door to door, looking at everyone's front door, looking for the food. Okay? For clarification purposes, there's 4 to 5 rows of homes. Each row has 6 to 7 homes in it. So basically, I was looking at about 50 different houses trying to figure out where the food was. Okay? So I run outside on the dark, run around the neighborhood with a flashlight. My neighbors are looking out the window like, is there a prowler out there? Like, who is that? Running around the neighborhood with a flashlight, right? They don't know what's going on. So luckily for me, I'm world out. It's not that bad. I was like, it's not a big deal. So I go all the way to the front. First thing I think is, maybe this guy is so lazy. He didn't read the instructions. Maybe he happened to get in and he just dropped it at the first doorstep.
Come on,
So I
hello.
start going from house to house looking for the food. Alright? And it's not in any of them. Man, no one has this planter. It doesn't look like it's anyone's house. So I start to get halfway through our neighborhood, and I realize something. It dawned on me. Alright? There's a big red flag sticking out in this photo that made a realization to me. Alright? So you look at this. Here's the realization. Look at the food and look what it's sitting on. It's sitting on a wooden deck. Okay? No one here has a wooden deck. Everyone's house has a concrete stair.
Oh là là, fatigué. Salut, salut. Comment tu vas? Salut, Pat, ça va? Ça va bien, merci. Super bien, merci. hold up. Ah.